can't know what she looks like. What a nuisance. Now I can look at the trash. Oh, there's something in the trash. This looks like a waste basket. Hey, there's an envelope sticking out. Ah, there it is. There are 3 holes in a row near the top. Yeah. Now where have I seen holes like these before? Scrounging around in other people's garbage like some stray dog. You are a pitiful creature indeed. What does it say here? Say what you will, but I've got a job to do. It says, to the High Priest. You cannot even read. You are even more pitiful than I had thought. Thanks. And I will keep your words of wisdom in mind, your benevolence. Guess I should have studied some Chinese before I came. So the envelope was addressed to the High Priest, huh? But it's empty. Still, there's something about it. I better hang on to it. Yet something seems... I can't believe how obvious they're making this. An envelope addressed to the High Priest. There is no return address, and 3 unusual looking holes are punched into it. Are we finished? No. No, maybe we are finished. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-boop. Oh, wait. A poster? Of the mountains? Oh, it's of the Inner Sanctum. Oh, the Inner Sanctum mountain is featured against those other towering peaks. Those beautiful mountains are known as the Roof of Khura'in. Ah, and I see they have even included Mount Poni Poni in that poster. Mount Poni Poni? Is that the smaller peak to the left? I guess so. Known as the Little Sanctum, it is just west of the Inner Sanctum. Is it not also beautiful? But I suppose a lawyer with a defiled soul such as you could not perceive such beauty. No, that's not true. I think it's absolutely stunning. Mountain Range Poster. The poster is the... Oh, a poster in the High Priest's house shows the Inner Sanctum and Mount Poni Poni. Yeah, I'm calling it Poni Poni, not Pony Pony. Are we done? Lady Believe has not had a change of heart, and simply waiting shall not change that. Can't we wait just a little longer? I wonder if she'll ever open up. Oh, you're still here. Lady Believe. Mrs. Inme, do you think you're ready to talk? Is it okay with you, dear? Yes, I will let him know. Lady Believe, you don't have to speak to this lawyer if it is not your wish. No, it's quite alright. If my husband were still with us, he would say... As much as it pains me to have my lovely wife speak on such matters, if it would help to find the truth, then ask whatever you may. Okay, I'll take you up on your generous offer. Wait, did Mrs. Inme call herself lovely just now? She did. Well, whatever are you waiting for? Ask your questions quickly, so your departure may be just as swift. Yes, of course. Hoorah! Trust in me. Do you have any idea why your husband might have been killed? Was he acting differently or doing anything out of the ordinary lately? No, I don't recall anything of the sort. This is really difficult. Did anybody have a grudge against him? He was a kind man and one of peace. He would never do anything that would cause someone to bear a grudge against him. Holy shit, this is the first time we've ever come across a Cyclock. I mean, this is the third case, but of course we've only been playing as Phoenix. These are Cyclocks. Oh yeah, it's the first time we've come across them, so the game's gonna have to do the hand-holdy thing. This means Mrs. Inme is trying to hide something from me. This is the Magatama Maya gave me all those years ago. And it has a really amazing power. It reacts when someone is hiding something, and allows me to see the Cyclocks that are holding that person's mind shut. Is it their mind or their heart? I thought it was their heart. Whenever I see any, I only have to tap my Magatama to try and unlock them. Unlocking them all usually allows me to... I don't know how you say that, coax? I think it's coax. the truth out of someone. Well, there we go. The High Priest. Cyclops. They appeared when I asked her whether anyone held a grudge against her husband. That must mean that Mrs. Inme thought of someone who just might have such a grudge. Let's just stir the pot a little and see what happens. Mrs. Inme, I have an idea who your husband's real killer might be. That would be Maya, would it not? No, of course not. It has to be someone with a motive to kill him. This is who I believe had a reason to kill your husband. Lady Kira. It was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. Everyone's talking about her. Oh. I know not of what you speak. Really? Because she even made the front page recently. I am but a humble servant of Lady Kira. What reason would she have to kill someone as insignificant as I? Actually, I have something that just might show why Lady Kira would kill Abbott in me. So, the letter. Wait, would it be the letter or the envelope? Yeah, I would say that. And then the letter. I don't see how that's connected with my husband, or Lady Kira for that matter. Really? But doesn't this part here remind you of your husband? What are you talking about? Oh, I got it wrong. It's supposed to be the letter. Oops. Then take a look at this part here. It really resembles Lady Kira, doesn't it? I'm not seeing this resemblance. Sorry, it looks like I was mistaken. That's strange, I could swear I had something that could prove that the High Priest was being threatened by Lady Kira. Yeah, we do. It's the warning, not the fucking envelope. It seems there really was no connection between my husband and Lady Kira. Sorry, but I beg to differ. There we go. Let's do this, correctly this time. The warning! Yeah, the music didn't stop, so, of course. My bad. This is a letter of warning from Lady Kira. Maya found it. It was in the inner sanctum, and only Maya and your husband were there at the time. There goes one. This letter reached its intended recipient, your husband, the High Priest, didn't it? And how do you know Maya wasn't lying to you? Because I've never seen that letter before, and I doubt my husband ever did either. Sorry, but I have evidence that proves this warning was meant for your husband. Oh yeah, this is where you'd present the envelope, because it says addressed to the High Priest. And it was in it, and she'll be like, how do you know these are the same? What's that? It's an envelope, addressed to the High Priest. The warning letter was delivered to your husband inside this, wasn't it? What nonsense is this? How can you prove the warning was delivered in this envelope? There's gotta be some way to prove it. Wait a second. Don't the envelope and the warning letter have something in common? I think there just might be something that links the envelope to the warning letter. There is? Yes, and that proof is right here on the warning letter. Ah, now we're pointing. Okay. This spot on the warning letter proves that it was delivered in that envelope. Point to the spots. Or, the holes. The 3 holes in the envelope are in the same shape and arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. And if you fold the letter in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line up. As for what made the holes, I believe it was this, the arrow. Too easy. They were made by this Warbad arrow, one of the weapons favoured by Lady Kira. The warning was folded in thirds, placed in the envelope, addressed to the High Priest, and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow. Oof. Oh damn, well, there we go, we got it. Woohoo! Unlock successful. We did it. Trust in me. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? I admit the warning was sent to my husband, but he was not an insurgent. Then why did you keep it a secret? Because the authorities might have suspected him of being one if I hadn't. I guess that makes sense. If the rebel hunter was after him, I can see how people might at least suspect. Wait, did I always wonder, like, did I read that right? Might at least... Oh yeah, suspect. We are a Carinus kingdom. As such, rising up against the monarchy is the same as blaspheming Carinism itself. Your husband was a devout priest of Carinism. And you feared that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public. Yes. That makes sense. But is it the honest truth? What if the High Priest really was a rebel? The rebel hunter would have had a motive to kill him. Still, this just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. The warning. Could you tell me a little more about the warning? It arrived about 3 days before the purification rite. When we woke that morning, it was already there by the side of our bed. It was by the side of your bed? Yes. We had the whole house locked up tight. And yet someone still managed to slip in. Oh, it was so frightening, wasn't it, dear? But you didn't contact the police. Because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel. That's right. If only we had told the police, maybe Rust would still be alive today. Oh, lovely wife. No need to fret, my dear. My only regret is that I left you all alone. Barbed head. That is quite enough. Yes, you're probably right. Mrs. Inmee, I'm sorry to have bothered you at such a difficult time. Don't be silly. I'm happy to have helped. Or if I have helped. Your benevolence? May you swiftly shine light upon the truth. Barbed head. You seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kira. And by doing so, you seek to deflect the blame from the real killer, Maya Fey. That is the only logical conclusion. I'm in no position to disprove her at this point. If only I could find something to support my theory that the High Priest was a rebel. The only other person who might know more about Abbot Inmee would be Maya. They might be done questioning her by now. Maybe I'll stop by the detention center. Aha! What? Okay. My mother has said what? It seems I must go. Did something happen? Yes, my mother has decreed that a rite shall be held for the High Priest's passing, and that she shall conduct the prayer of lament therein. Her Eminence has so decreed, has she? Oh, but she should not concern herself with a humble priest like my husband. No, it is only natural, considering his meritorious service. The rite will be held at the palace. You are to accompany me there at once, Lady Belieb. Thank you, Your Benevolence. My husband is most delighted too. How wonderful for you, Miss Inmee. A direct decree from the Queen. That must be quite an honour. Barbed head, you are coming as well. Huh? But I don't have much time left to investigate. As the one charged with monitoring you, you must remain within my sight at all times. Besides, it will take but a moment. Now come along. Arguing the point will probably just make things worse for me. I better let her have her way this time. Yeah. Well, there's that. May 10th. Garan Palace. Audience. Chamber. Whoa, whoa. Holy shit, this place is fancy. Oh, is that her father? Welcome, Lady Belieb. No, no, no. Whoa. So, this is the Queen of Carine. What is wrong with you, Barbed Head? Show some respect. Huh? Oh, should I bow? Or prostrate myself? No, it is quite alright. Stay as you are. Mother. Your Eminence, I would like to give thanks to you. You honor both me and my husband. His exemplary service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terribly trying time this must be for you, Lady Believe. May my prayer comfort your soul, and that of your dearly departed husband. Nothing would please me more. Oh, Your Eminence. Your words are wasted on my humble servant. My humble husband and I. Now that's what I call a commanding presence. So, you are the lawyer of whom my daughter speaks. Yes, Your Eminence. I am so very honoured to make your noble acquaintance. Acquaintanceship. I'm humbled to bask in your resplendence. Did I overdo it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Now then, Lady Believe, let us go to the Chamber of Prayer. Rafa, you are to accompany us too. Yes, Mother. Wow, the Queen is seriously something else. Heh. The Prayer of Lament, huh? Oh god, it's you. Don't say that, how that'll do any good. It's Justice Minister Inga. Who are you? Who are you, buddy? Nice to see you again, Minister Inga. Again? Have we met? I'm Phoenix Wright. We met in the accused lobby the other day. Oh right, blue suit, jagged hair. You're that lawyer who brought my daughter down a peg or two. Your daughter? Yeah, Rafa. He's Princess Rafa's father? So he's Queen Garam's husband? You plan on sticking your fat nose in this mess too? The accused is a good friend of mine. Like I said the last time. You better watch yourself, see? Yeah, see? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? You want to question me? That would be great. You got balls for a lawyer. Guess I can play along for a bit. But I got things to do, see? So we'll have to talk while I work. This incident. I wanted to let you know that I'll be the defense lawyer on this case too. Oh, he's a pretty badass beard. Oh. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, his cigar's a stamp. You only won last time because that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. But it's going to be different this time. I got Karayan's top prosecutor on this one, see? I don't care who I go up against. I'm going to prove my client innocent. You haven't forgotten that little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, have you? Blow this one, and you'll suffer the same fate as the accused. How could I forget? Heh, you lawyers are all the same. You strut your stuff till the DC Act comes down hard. Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell ya. Well, I don't plan on letting it come to that. So the Defense Culpability Act. Were you the one who wrote the Defense Culpability Act? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What's it to you? Either way, as Justice Minister, I'm going to enforce the thing. It started as a way to counter the dirty tricks of your trade like falsified evidence. But it turned out to be quite handy. Efficient, even. Handy? Efficient? Yeah, made my job real easy. Any goons who cross me or the Garan administration are gonna get just what they deserve. Especially those rebel scum. You can get away with that here? Better watch your mouth, lawyer. I enforce the law in Karine, see? And being that I'm the Queen's husband, that makes me king. No. I'm pretty sure the Queen is the boss around here. Go on, say what you're thinking so I can charge you with Lee's Majesty. I can't get myself arrested now. Listen up, lawyer. We got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace. And that's all thanks to the DC Act, so I don't want to hear any more lip about it. but I can't defend my client unless I can speak my mind. Huh, even without the DC Act, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered. What's that supposed to mean? Let's just say, I got a little trick up my sleeve. So I'd watch it if I were you. Cause you got a defiant attitude. Like one of them dragon dupes. Say, White. You know what these are? No, what? Orders of execution. They really pile up if I start slacking off. What? And tomorrow I'll have even more work to do. Processing the one for your little friend. And if you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more to the pile for you. But you're not stupid enough to waste your life on that criminal, are you? Wow. Don't worry, I'll make sure to lighten your workload, Inga. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow. I have returned, Bobbed Head. Your Benevolence, are you done with the rite? Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Believe stayed behind to speak with Mother. I hope this will help ease her sorrow, even if just a little. So, you have been speaking with my father? Yes, you could say that. My father is a great man. He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. Khura'in as it stands today owes everything to the efforts of my mother and my father. You should feel deeply honoured. Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer. Yes, of course. It seems Rafa doesn't know what her father is really like. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now. Oh, but does it just take us there automatically? It does. Alright. Oh, it's you, Nick. Maya, are you okay? The questioning wasn't too harsh, was it? No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress? Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence. But I have a small lead. Really? But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest. Sure, ask away. By the way, what's the princess doing with you still? Nick? Doesn't she have anything better to do? Doesn't seem like it. I heard that. How rude. Of course I have many other things I could be doing. Whatever you say. The High Priest. It's just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel? A rebel? Why would you even think that? Because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have had a motive to kill him. What? Uh-oh. Princess Rafa overheard me. What idiocy is this? Abbot in me, a rebel? It's beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of lament to his soul. That is the sort of person he was. Alright. I was just raising the possibility. I will not listen to such tomfoolery. Alright, sheesh. Calm down. She stormed out. Oh well, nothing we can do about that. Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious? Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless during the rite. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why. He was restless and kept looking up at the sky. That doesn't really tell us much, does it? Anything else come to mind? Sorry, that's about it. Guess this is all I'm gonna learn about the High Priest right now. Oh, but there is one thing I should follow up on. I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick. Oh yeah. What? Why? I'll, explain later. With Princess Rafa gone, this might be my only chance. Channeling. Whoa, pardon me. Maya, about what you said earlier. Why can't you tell anyone you're able to channel spirits? Oh, that. You know how all the queens are also spirit mediums here? I heard. It was kind of a shock at first, though. In Khura'inism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it. I see. So the spirit channeling is a symbol of power or authority, then, in that sense. I can see why it would look bad if a nobody from another country were able to do it too. Spirit channeling in the Khura'in tradition Okay. Was developed from a Karainist style that was brought to the US via Japan. But it seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Karainese. It may be a quirk due to how our styles diverge, but I don't really know. So if spirit channeling is a power possessed by only by the queens of Karain, and it's a power that somehow made its way down the line to Maya, then I guess that makes Queen Karan and Princess Reva distant relatives of Maya's? Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just, I'd rather not have to have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums who come here to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits. I see. I had no idea it was so complicated. Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the Master. Well, what is this qualification to become the Master? To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition and without fail every time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss? I only ever succeeded about 30% of the time. Yeah, and it was more like spirits possessed her, as opposed to her channeling them. So you can do it every single time now, whenever you want? Yep. At least, I think. You think? Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here. But once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit medium test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session. Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming the Master, huh? Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm going to ace that test and become the next Master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. Right. Maya's the next big hope of Karain Village. That's got to be a lot of pressure. So, speaking of similarities, I've noticed another similarity between our countries besides spirit channeling. I saw a show on TV earlier that reminded me of the Steel Samurai. Oh, you must mean the Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. Of course, the Plumed Punisher. So you've already seen the Plumed Punisher. You really don't miss a beat. Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it. There's not a single person in Karain who does not know of it. Oh, your benevolence. You're back. As the Royal Priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements. So I have changed my mind, for in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous theories. Her sense of duty is commendable, but I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit. Great timing, your benevolence. There's actually something I wanted to show off to the both of you. Show off. Maya sure seems excited all of a sudden. Yep. Ta-da! Oh, nice. What's that? It's an ultra-rare Plumed Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the whole world. It was specially made to promote the TV show. You're the owner of this strap? Don't tell me. You're a Plumed Punisher fan too, your benevolence. No, of course not. Only little children watch that show. I have no interest in such things. Right. No, I am telling the truth. Sure. Let's just leave it at that. So, how did you get your hands on that, Maya? I found a kindred spirit in a Plumed Punisher fan here in Karain. It resulted in an exchange of cultures that transcending national borders. And by cultural exchange, you mean you swap TV show promo merchandise? You bet. I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Karainese friend was so happy I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return. I guess there are people like that wherever you go, even here in Karain. Watch this, when you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song. Oh my god. That sounds just like the Steel Samurai theme song. What are you talking about? Can't you hear the folk instruments in the intro and the exotic tones throughout? Plus, the Steel Samurai has Japanese taiko drums, and go... Daka don don don. In the intro. Oh nice, we have the Steel Samurai theme playing. So Plumed Punisher strap. The one-of-a-kind strap plays the Plumed Punisher theme when the Magatama on her belt is pressed. Right. Guess my ears just aren't as good as yours. Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plumed Punisher versus the Steel Samurai. I'm going to go I'm going to totally go pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home. It's going to be a huge hit. Right, your benevolence? I have no interest in such things. Whatever she says, well, if nothing else. Talking about the Plumed Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me. Okay, thanks, Nick. Awesome! I think I've covered just about everything. Time to head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far. Oh. Let's go to Temple. Woohoo! And the investigation ends where it began. It's getting late. Won't be long till sundown. Mr. Wright, your benevolence. Oh, it's Albie. Are you done with your investigation for today? Pretty much. I thought I'd go over what I've learned so far. Care to join me? Yes, please allow me to help. Okay, first, we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and it told him not to perform the rite. That's right, it was that rebel hunter, but what of it? That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite? If you could solve that mystery... Right, I could figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. It might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act on that lead. How unfortunate for you, Barbed Head. Your only hope is pure speculation that shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. You have no actual proof of Lady Kira's involvement in this crime, after all. Yeah, the warning letter alone can't prove who killed the High Priest. I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DC Act. Your benevolence. While it is true you did not forge or suppress any evidence, that is perhaps a product of my careful monitoring of your every move. I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, your benevolence. But I am going to prove Maya's innocence within the confines of the law. How can you be so sure you will? Because of my undying faith in my clients. That is a lawyer's greatest weapon. What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As Royal Priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. This time, I will prove that the insights I gleaned thereof are the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe. Tomorrow, I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again. It's hardly a Hall of Justice, and we're going to be against Sadmadi instead of Pain, so it's going to be harder. The whole seance thing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare. To be continued. I'll have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Karine. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do. Alright. To be continued. Well, there it is. So that is going to be the end of this session. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, take care.